Thank you for joining us on the Blue Blood Report here at Potomac High School, home of the Blue Bloods. Had to have a little costume change real quick, no problem. Had to fight through a little cough. No cough button for cameraman Steve over there.
What are you doing, cameraman?
No point in asking. No point in asking. Coach?
Yep.
You took it home again, regional title, got it sitting here on the table, nice and pretty.
Yep.
Take us through that game a little bit. Hard-fought game. Albemarle was up the whole game. You guys took the lead at 56-55 and then never looked back. Take us through that game a little bit.
Once again, second consecutive game. We've came out and team just took it to us right from the beginning, and one of them situations where I don't think our kids are particularly playing bad to start the game. We're just dealing with a lot of teams with a lot of energy. Albemarle came in here with a lot of incentive. We've ended their season the last 2 years. And they're a senior heavy group, and they wanted to get over the hump, and we were their hump. So they came out with a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of intensity, and you saw that right in the beginning of the game. But second consecutive game, we were able to withstand that punch. We were able to take it, and then kind of slow walk them down, wear them down, and then right there at 56-55, we were able to take the lead. And like you say, we never looked back after that.
Is this feeling are you getting numb to all this winning? I mean, it seems like every year you're taking down nets and another trophy.
Man, it's each year, what I've learned is it's rewarding in different ways. And with this group right here, our theme to start the season was finish. It's a senior heavy group, and since they've walked through the doors at Potomac, we won the conference championship every single year they've been here. We won 3 out of 4 regional championships, but we played in all 4 regional championships. 55-game home winning streak. Played in the state tournament 4 straight years. We've won it 2 of the 4 years they've been here. Final 4 1 year, and we've made it to the state quarterfinals this year. So, for me, the rewarding piece is I want to see how far they can go. I want to see where they finish. We've got just as much opportunity as the 8 teams that are left to win a state championship. It's going to be tough, but I think they have enough in the tank, and I think they have enough. We have enough on the roster that we can compete for it and see if we can't bring it home with this group.
That's incredibly impressive.
Definitely got enough on the roster.
All those stats he just went through is ridiculous.
I was about to say, is he reading off his
I
hands?
know, man. It's like he had a cheat sheet.
Staring at his hands.
I hope not.
You see, I didn't wear the ring today.
He knew you were back. He knew you were back. Oh, man. Well, last night, this place was crazy. I mean,
Sure.
the fans were going crazy. There was the chant going. The Potomac chant was going. Talk about your fan support a little bit in the community around here.
I've always said it's very unique fan base. You go to places like Woodson, Madison, places like that. They have a phenomenal student section. Very coordinated student section. Our fan base is a little bit more laid back, and I think a lot of it has to do with their expectations of us. They don't expect to see us down 10. They don't expect to see us down 15, and so they sit idle until we start that Potomac run. And then once we got it going, then you see they really come alive. So, you're not going to walk in here and see coordinated chants and things of that nature. You're going to see guys that's been in the Dumfries community for years. You're going to see our student section. You're going to see, in some cases, people from other schools here. But once we get on that run, once we start to hit our stride through games and we start to make the highlight reel plays, that's when they really come alive and they energize our kids and give us that extra energy boost that we need to finish off games. So I love those guys. We couldn't do it without our fans.
Coach, I want to talk about Coach's wife for a little bit.
Sure.
She come to the game, she is stressed out.
They
have her own towel that she's,
No, she's if you look at her, she's probably real idle and mild-mannered, but she's a nervous wreck inside, and she doesn't understand how I'm not a nervous wreck. But she just, she comes in, she sits in the same place. Her and the kids sits in the same place every time, and you're not going to hear. She's going to sit there and she's going to cheer when we do well, and then, she's going to put her head down when I start jumping up and down like a maniac on the side. And that's when she's trying to hide. And, that's not my husband out there. So she's very supportive and very, very even keel.
All right, hold on. You said you're not nervous. You may not have been nervous. One, how far is too far on the court for you to be when the game is going on?
I'll go as far as they let me go. If they let me come out there to that P, I'll be out there. But I think we have a great officiating association. They do a lot of preventative officiating. And then they're not always textbook by the rule. You know what I mean? If it's some things they have to enforce, and then there's some things that if it's not affecting the game, let me just go over here and give coach a warning. Coach, stay off the floor. Coach, stay off the floor. All right, coach, next time you come on the floor, I'm gonna have to bang you. Well, at that point, I know I better not take my tail on the floor. And I think that's good officiating.
Yeah.
And it's not done just for me. There's been other coaches that you'll see they'll get that opportunity to go up and down the sideline.
I play West Potomac. It's going to be 6-on-6. Those coaches are on the floor.
Right. And then again, it's not that. I think as coaches, we get so wrapped up in the game. You're not thinking about where you're standing at that moment. When a kid makes a mistake and you want to, give him some tough loving, you want to get up and close and personal. So you forget where you are at times.
How many times you got that warning this year?
Whew, man, per game, yeah, per game. It's been quite a bit. As you can see, I get pretty animated. I'm pretty passionate. It gets emotional. I tell my guys all the time. I want them to do their absolute best, and when they're not, it really fires me up, because I know when we're not playing at our best, I know there's more in the tank. I know we can do better than what we are. And as coaches, we always want the best for our kids.
Coach, now this floor is called Kendall Hayes Court,
Sure,
right?
sure, yep.
You keep winning. We joked about this, but it's no joke. Where's your name going to be?
That's not for me to say. Maybe one day somebody will see it in them to bless me with a brick in here or something.
If I end up on this roster, you're going to end up in a lot of different places.
Well, I appreciate
Sunday
that.
dinners.
Yeah. Well, Kendall laid the foundation for this place. When he coached here, won a lot of games, won the first state championship here, and I was fortunate enough to come behind him, be on his staff, learned a lot from him, and and I like to believe, myself and my other coaches have taken what he started, and we've enhanced it and made it a little better than when we found it. But his name is certainly deserving to be on this floor, and I'm just proud to say that I'm able to coach on the floor that his name is on.
I know you're a team first
guy,
so I'm going to try to drag it out of you a little bit. But
Okay.
you hear so much about, the legacy of these coaches that win multiple championships. Is there anything that runs through your mind? Or you're like, all right, if I win 3,
Right.
they got to put me up there with somebody.
The competitive, I'm still a competitor,
Yeah.
and when I started coaching, I want to be the best. When I leave here, I want to leave the best. So sure, there's that competitive fire in me that, sure we want to win games, sure we want to, win championships, but from a personal standpoint, I challenge myself year in and year out. I try to find ways every single year. What can I do better? Where can we improve? And that's just a personal thing for me, and I don't know many coaches that are coaching that don't want to be the best, and if they do, if they don't, I need to put them on the schedule twice. Yeah. so that's just kind of, that's my personal thing. Sure, I want to be the best.
In that game, to win the regional title, you talked about your senior heavy group.
Yep.
You had seniors step up in a huge way. I mean, Nana was ridiculous. Eli put you guys up, and he had some really big shots down the stretch. Jamal fought through some things.
Yeah.
Talk about your team last night, those seniors, how they stepped up in that game.
As coaches, people don't see what really goes into winning. People don't see the day-to-day challenges, the day-to-day, work that goes into winning a championship, and we push our guys. I mean, it gets ugly in here on a day-to-day basis. We challenge them every single day. We push them every single day, and then to see them come out and reap the benefits of that hard work, of those challenges. You know, when there was a game a couple games ago, we were playing Potomac Falls, and I thought their big guys were kicking our butt. You know, I pulled Byron and Nana, I took them both out of the game, sat them on the sideline. I looked them both in the face, and I said, you know what, right now you're getting your tails kicked. I said, we're getting our tails kicked, and they went back in and responded. Well,
is that the exact language you use, Coach?
No, but close. You know, but they went back and they responded, and coaches love. A coach loves to coach kids that can accept challenges and respond, and they don't get so wrapped up in themselves that all they heard was how you said something. Our kids don't listen to how I say things; they just listen to why I'm saying them, and that's special. That's why you're seeing. That's why I was able to rattle off the stats that I was able to rattle off, because they have that special ability to do that.
Yeah. You've had a tough 3-game stretch right there. Mm-hmm. That's a good test for your team going into the state tournament. Yep. Who have you seen on the schedule coming up for the state tournament?
Listen, all 8 teams have made it as far as we made it. So we have to believe they're as good as us. We have to prepare as if they're as good as us. We have to respect them as if they're good as us. And I think with the 8 teams that are left, you know, we beat a team in Albemarle last night that can beat anybody. So it's going to be a meat grinder. This state tournament's going to be a real meat grinder.
They must hate you in Albemarle. I didn't know the history.
Well, I have to go there on Tuesday for the region meeting, so I'm gonna try to sneak in and sneak out. Right.
Body double.
Right. I'm gonna have to get a rental car and go down there, so just put get some hair, a wig or something put on.
It's not quite a rivalry because the other team has to win.
You know, those guys, man. You know, part of me, feels really bad for them, but at the same time, you know, it's really gratifying. You know, it's not easy to beat a team once, it's not easy to beat them twice, but we've beaten them 4 straight times over the last 3 years. That's not easy to do. They're a very good team. Yeah. Well coached, and great players. Yeah. So it wasn't easy. Yeah.
No, they are. They're a good team. They, like you said, they could beat anybody, and that was a great game last night. Yeah. We talked to Eli earlier about the tech that he got in the game. He said if it fires him up, it fires the team up. Yep. Does it fire you up or does it fire you up in the opposite direction?
You know, my thing to our guys is, you know, I want our guys to play with passion, but I don't want to let our passion and emotion get the best of us. You know, and Eli, one thing he's a loyal teammate, and if you wearing the same colors and the same jersey that he's wearing, he's going to come to your defense regardless. And if that means he has to stand in front of me and deal with that, he'll do that for his teammates. I'll take those guys any day of the week. And he's one of those guys. He's not gonna let you show his teammates up. He's not gonna let you, disrespect his teammates. That's very, very important to him. And you can't be but so mad at a guy like that. So when he got to Tech last night, I wasn't upset. I didn't yell at him, but I did bring him to the side and I said, listen, you need to understand the circumstances. You're defending your teammates, but at the same time, you're going to hurt them, okay? So we need to be smart about this, all right? And you can't take any more technical fouls. We can't do any more talking. We just got to compete and win this game. And he understood. So, you never want to okay a guy getting a tech, but I understand what's behind it. Sure. It's not coming from a selfish place. It's coming from a very unselfish place.
Well, he's a big shot maker too, that's for sure. Yep. He can make big shots down the stretch. It's great to have a senior like that coming down the stretch of that game, that's for sure. Yep. Man, let's thank you so much for the hospitality in here.
Yeah. No, it's great having you guys.
Towards the States.
Yeah. Let's go.
I feel like I'm running out of time.
To get on the roster?
I already missed the program. They got to put up some new states that I just don't make it.
That's right.
Don't give them any hope.
Am I talking to the wrong person? Don't you talk to the athletic director?
You need to talk to Miss Honorary. That might help.
That's what I need to talk to. She on Twitter yet?
That's what you need to talk to.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, this has been great. We appreciate you having us today.
Yeah, one more show next week.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming down.
Excellent. You better wash that sweat rag. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.